All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily sidereal forecast for Wednesday, July 29th. My name is Athen. So we've got the moon in Sagittarius here today, a continuation from yesterday. This is about the adventurous spirit. So finding the middle path with that, with the moon, and I think that's where our concerns will be. Tapping into that optimism in that balanced way, of course. And with the moon going over Pluto, it's really going to be triggering this change to our life path, which has been the ongoing theme with Pluto and Sag. Our life paths have been changing very, very dramatically, and it's very important for us to have that non-attachment to those changes in life. So there will be probably some more of that energy coming in, maybe some more adjustments to life path, but as long as we're detached to the whole process, it's very nice because these are, of course, all for our highest good, even though maybe we might have some inhibitions about it or we just don't know where it's going, or whatever it is that we're attached to in regards to it, allowing it to change, especially about our path, our vision, our ideal. And we're in this gibbous phase of the moon right now too, which means there's a lot of light energy bouncing off the moon. And in Sagittarius, that can mean some more insight about life path, about philosophy, astrology, spiritual studies, that adventurous spirit, how to mix up the routine, how to bring in more freedom into what we're involved with on a daily level. Things like that. So some things to consider there with that, but allowing that energy, at least being aware of the energy, I'll just put it that way, will be a good way to work with this lunar transit. So that being said, we don't have any major aspects again going exact today as it has been, so the moon will be taking the forefront. In the morning time, it would be a nice morning actually. This would be about midday for those of you in Europe. Spiritual stuff, maybe meditation, maybe relaxation, trust and faith should go quite smoothly if we're aware of that, if we take action with that. And then, like I say, with the moon going over Pluto, detachment will be very important today. Now, there is one major aspect that's going to start to go exact here on Monday, and that's Jupiter squaring up to Saturn. This is very significant. It's one of the very few major aspects going on this year in terms of the very slow-moving planets. So this is about making adjustments. Saturn, who's actually exalted right now in Libra, is very comfortable. He's retrograde, so we're reflecting on these systems and structures right now. But in Libra, it's a comfortable position. So balance, harmony, things like this, we're understanding more about that. Maybe we're feeling that internal balance, harmony, or we're seeing how we can have more harmony in our external environment as well. So continuing to learn with that Saturn retrograde. But Saturn's comfortable in Libra, and then here comes Jupiter transiting Leo, who's very buoyant, very expansive in a fiery, friendly sign of Leo, very exuberant, saying, hey, look, there's some areas to express ourselves. Maybe there's some areas to give ourselves, to give who we are, to share who we are with the world, and tap into that playful, creative energy. And Saturn, is a very rigid, very, disciplined planet. So this might be the structures in our work. It might be with our relationships or home or whatever it might be. Do check your weeklies for more information on that. But Jupiter is saying maybe there needs to be some more playfulness, some more spontaneity brought into these areas of life in order for, things to expand. And because, Saturn and Jupiter, two planets that have to do with creation, where Jupiter expands, Saturn makes those possibilities into a reality and vice versa. So very important because these cycles, they're just kind of like times. And right now is the time, generally speaking for everybody, to bring in more of this Leo expansive energy into the things that we feel are very solid in our life. So being open to making adjustments will be very important while staying grounded, of course, taking it slow, but taking those opportunities and taking action, because that's what the square symbolizes. So setting intentions to expand, asking ourselves questions like where are some areas of life we can have more of that Leo fun and expansive energy of Jupiter, and be willing to take that action, be willing to set those intentions and see it through. So like I said, it's a very slow transit. It's going all the way into, it's almost 2 weeks actually. And this is only the first aspect between them. They're going to be aspecting each other 3 times all the way through May of next year. So this is the first one. So the first one's always about experimentation. It's about learning. One thing too is that we have Venus retrograde in Leo. So we're still learning more about our self-expression right now. Maybe there's some reluctance there with the creative things also. So reflecting on that, thinking about that, but coming out of that shell a little bit more and more each day, I think will be a good way to work with this over the next 2 weeks. One thing too is that ruler of Leo, the sun, is in Cancer. So we are understanding more about our feelings right now. understanding more about our soul, our past, our roots, things like that, especially with Mercury. So seeing that, this is the torch. The torch is in the house of our past and our roots. So that can certainly be assisting us, since the sun does rule Leo there, of that energy. So that's going to be the overall vibe of the day. Definitely that Sagittarius energy coming in, and I think just starting to be more and more aware of this, adjustment to the structures in our life will be a good way of working with the day. So have a nice day, everyone. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.